crime knows no frontiers. To combat the growing menace of the international criminal, the police forces of the world have opened up their own national boundaries. At their headquarters in Paris, scientifically equipped to match the speed of the jet age, 63 nations have linked together to form the International Criminal Police Organization, Interpol.
Good morning, Ferry.
My name is Frederick now, Frederick Pym.
Such depth of green, and yet so delicate.
What do you want?
I have a job for you.
No, Bastrom. I have finished with your sort of a job.
What a pity. I wonder if the British authorities know that they are harboring an undesirable alien.
I'm naturalized.
With your criminal record? I see you forgot to mention that.
You wouldn't tell them?
I am in London to acquire a collection of old masters.
From here?
No, from Sir Isaac Spindler.
Spindler? You must be out of your mind. That penthouse of his is sealed off like Fort Knox.
I know. And yet you are going to walk in and out as easily as if it were your own home.
Europe, theft, private art collections.
Inspector Duval.
Ah, Jean, did you check with Rome?
Yes, Sir Isaac Spindler's flying back to London tomorrow. How's fun on the fruit machine?
We're down to a short list. Try dealers, section C.
Do you think this could be an insurance job?
Sir Isaac could buy back those paintings at 10 times their value, and he would.
Van Gogh, 3 Rembrandts, a Renoir, and a Lautrec.
Worth nearly £500,000. There aren't many criminals who could pull an art theft this big. Specialists, old masters.
Have you anyone in mind, Paul?
2 or 3. I want to see if the brain agrees with me. Shand, American. Parescas, Greek. Valari, Italian.
There's another one, you know, Paul.
Yes? Try this cross-reference, WB36.
He's come up before in thefts of this kind. His name begins with a B. Got it, Bastrom.
WB36 Wolf Bastrom, art dealer, Stockholm.
Beat you by a short head. Suspected association with Cairo, 1948, Brussels Museum, 1955, and the New York job last year.
Jean, they ought to install you in place of one of those machines. Add his name to the list. Ask Stockholm for a rundown and present location.
For how much longer?
It won't be for much longer. You must keep up appearances.
Oh.
You two know each other, I believe.
Yes. How are you, Father?
Nina, what are you doing here? Is she in this?
Yes, I am. Wolf and I met in Stockholm last summer.
You must tell him about it, my dear.
Nina, you must listen to me. Whatever is between you, you must forget it. I'm not having my daughter mixed up...
Your daughter? When did you ever think of me as that?
Always. You must believe me, please, Nina.
The only thing you ever looked at with any love and respect is a bottle.
I have tried, but it just didn't work out.
Well, things are working out now for me and Wolf. So just you don't try to interfere.
You see, Ferenc, it's in the family blood. Yours must be getting thin.
Diluted, I should think.
Come on, get these aboard. I get the rest.
Want to keep it for yourself?
I can never make up my mind which gives me greater pleasure. The sight of an old master or the feel of a banknote.
When do you want me to start?
As soon as possible. You have only 24 hours.
You're sure nothing can go wrong?
Go ahead. Just copy your own work.
What are you doing? Are you out of your mind?
Relax. It's special paint.
But that picture's worth £100,000.
It will still be worth it. The answer to the problem of how they will reach America. The overpainting trick has been tried many times, but I have a new version. Thank you.
This will please you, Jean. Do you know where Barstrom is?
London?
Left his business in Stockholm a week ago. Apparently that's all his secretary knows.
And the other three possibles are cleared. That makes him our chief suspect.
Suspect. That's as far as it's ever gone. This time it might be different.
I'd like to think so.
It's the first time he's ever worked in Britain. It's not so easy to get a bulky parcel of paintings out of an island. Get me Scotland Yard, Inspector McAndrew.
Of course, they might have left the country already.
I don't think so. He's too smart to do a rush job. I think he'll wait.
You know, it looks as if he usually sets up the deal, but lets somebody else take all the risk.
Duval. Ah, Inspector. Good to hear you. We might have a lead on the Spendler case.
Wolf Barstrom, an art dealer.
Barstrom? Right, I'll have a check. What's on your files?
Well, no convictions. A number of countries interested, especially the United States. When he's involved, that's where stolen pictures usually turn up.
Look, you know Barstrom, we don't. Why not come over?
I'll be glad to. Sir Razik Spendler is due back in London tomorrow. I'll be there too. Goodbye. Jean, get me on the first flight tomorrow morning. And if records dig up any more on Barstrom, relay to Scotland Yard.
Right.
Are you admiring your hidden treasures, Barstrom?
Quiet. Let us sleep. You're drunk.
That's right. But I'm not too drunk to know what I'm doing. And what you're doing, too.
Be quiet. Let's get rid of the frames.
All ready to disappear, just like you are. Like you always do.
You get your money.
Will I? Will she now she has done your dirty work?
Come on, let's put these over the side. Then you had better go home and get some sleep.
Wolf, what time is it?
Nearly time for me to leave.
I had a splash.
I got rid of the frames.
Oh. I thought he was going to do that.
Well, your father has gone home.
"23 stories, inaccessible. But still they got to know the layout of the place.
An inside job?
That's what we thought. But we've checked the servants and Spindler's friends. Nothing. So Isaac has just arrived, sir. Ah, good.
Inspector McAndrew?
That's right, sir. And this is Inspector Duval of Interpol.
Interpol, eh?
How do you do?
Well, let's go into the gallery. This puts the alarm out of service.
Whoever did the theft knew that too.
Yes, well, that's what I can't understand. You know, they must have known about everything. My movements, my servants, or even you. I kept a dog up here.
Is he trained to guard?
Yes, but he was drugged. They only took the best.
So, Isaac, are you absolutely sure of your staff?
I choose my servants as carefully as I choose my paintings.
It would help if collectors were also careful about buying them.
Meaning?
Old masters are only stolen because they can be sold again to private collectors. As you probably know, Sir Isaac.
Is that intended to be personal?
Why should you think that?
Quite a number of wealthy people who buy art treasures without asking questions.
Yes, yes, of course. One hears of such things.
You must know most of the art dealers.
A great number.
Do you know the name Wolf Barstrom?
Yes, I've heard of him. An unpleasant reputation. Yes? Oh, one moment, please. It's for you, Inspector.
Thank you. McAndrew here?
Do you think Barstrom was mixed up in this?
Possibly. He's known to be in London.
Not for long. He's at London Airport waiting for the New York flight. And he's got 6 paintings with him. It looks as though he may be in luck, Sir Isaac.
Goodbye, sir. Abstract. By Pimescu.
The overpainting trick. The X-ray will show it up. Okay, go ahead.
Nothing.
Let's try another.
Excuse me, what is the delay? Oh, nothing serious, sir. Just checking the plane loading. We shouldn't be many minutes now, sir.
The last one.
All right, you can put them aboard now.
I'll get Monet to check on Pimescu.
We've done a complete check on Pimescu. Yes, the name on the paintings. There is an old associate of Barstrom's called Ferenc Pimescu. He's now living in Britain under the name of Frederick Pym.
I want an immediate check on the address of Frederick Pym, formerly registered with the aliens office in the name of Ferenc Pimescu. Your friend Morley did a fast job, Paul.
You said formally registered with Aliens Office?
Yes, he was naturalized last year in the name of Frederick Pym. We should locate him within the hour. Yes?
36 Borthwick Hill, Hampstead.
That was quick.
And the telephone book, sir?
We have a slightly more complicated system at Interpol.
But equally efficient. Let's hear what Mr. Pym has to say, shall we? Does Mr. Pym live here?
Top floor.
Thank you.
Inspector.
What's this?
It's a special attraction for tourists. And it's how Sir Isaac Spender's out of $500,000.
This peep show?
This peep show. Pull the curtains, will you? I'll show you. It's a camera obscura, sort of oversized periscope on land.
I thought they went out of existence years ago.
This one didn't. With these lenses and mirrors, it will throw a razor-sharp picture here on the table. They planned the theft up here in Comfort. Look.
Sir Isaac's penthouse. Plain as if it were across the street.
About half a mile away. No wonder they knew the layout. You can see every little detail.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Sergeant.
Thames Division report. They found the man Pym.
Where?
In the river. He's dead. In the water 6 or 7 hours. Might have been longer. Hard to tell on account of the amount of alcohol he'd consumed.
No marks of violence?
Some bruises on his arms.
Any indication what caused them?
Maybe as he tried to get out. If he tried.
What do you mean, if?
Well, let me put it this way. If you fell into the water with that much alcohol inside you, I don't think you'd swim for long.
We've made those inquiries, sir. Pym had a daughter, Nina. She lives on a houseboat at Chelsea Reach.
On the river?
Where was his body taken out?
Greenwich, about 9 miles away.
That is downstream from the houseboat?
Yes, it is.
So it was the girl who supplied Barstrom's paintings.
The three of them must have been in it together. Now there are only two.
Maybe.
I think Barstrom may have dumped her out there, too. She can't be too bad an artist. There are quite a few commissions here, including one for the Mason Wheel shipping line.
Any details?
Yes. To decorate the second-class cocktail lounge of the Victoria, maiden voyage from Southampton. 6 abstracts.
To be completed when?
Before the sailing date, which is tomorrow.
We'd better get to Southampton quickly. I think we'll see why Barstrom took those other paintings to New York.
We kept Miss Pomescu aboard, as you asked, sir. She was helping to hang the paintings when we got your message.
Right. Is the lab man here?
Yes, and he set up his X-ray equipment. Oh, one other thing. When we held the girl, one of the stewards tried to jump ship, so we're holding him as well.
Good. They would have needed someone in the crew to work with. Well?
Better luck this time, sir. Watch.
Renoir.
Got them. All 6 of them.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Your paintings are very good, but they'd be better on a clean canvas.
I always use canvases that have been worked.
The stewards talked. He was going to collect the others in New York and then switch them.
And deliver them to Wolf Barstrom.
You'll get nothing out of me.
Barstrom may be charged with murder.
Your father's dead.
You're lying.
He was found 3 hours ago in the Thames. Did Barstrom do it, or did you?
We know all about the camera obscura. Your father helped plan the robbery. It would save time if you told us the rest now.
I've told you before, I've got nothing to say.
Tell us about Barstrom.
I've never heard of him. And my father's death, even if I did believe it, does not interest me.
Well, we've got her, and we've got the paintings.
But we haven't got Barstrom. When the ship reaches New York and the steward's missing, he'll be warned off.
And if the girl won't talk, we've no evidence he's involved.
Unless something made him come back for these. Duval here.
Your call to Interpol.
Thank you. Hello, Jean. Yes, we need some help from the Americans. I want you to fix it. It's the paintings. The shipping people have agreed to sell them off, and Barstrom's got to know about it. That's right. I don't care how they plant it, but Wolf Barstrom's got to find out that 6 paintings are going to be sold by auction in London. Yes, once he knows, he'll come back here by the first plane.
Reinhardt sells you Piccadilly, and hurry.
He's on his way.
Sir Isaac, it's all yours.
$50 I'm bid. Oh, come now, ladies and gentlemen, for these 6 fine examples of contemporary art, well, take a look for yourselves. What these pictures lack in period value or fame of the artist, they make up for in rank. Ladies and gentlemen, they were part of a ship's company, and they keep you company, too, if you fancy this style of thing. Now, who'll bid me 100 guineas? 100 guineas, a gentleman down there with an eye for a good painting.
120 guineas.
120 guineas I'm bid. Any advance? Any advance on 120?
150.
150. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. 150 guineas I'm bid. Any advance?
200.
200 guineas I'm bid. I'm bid 200 guineas. Any advance on 200?
300.
300. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm bid 300 guineas for these,
400.
400 guineas I'm bid.
4,000.
You heard me. I said 4,000.
Yes, sir.
For once, Barstrom, you have overbid.
It makes interesting reading, Paul.
Huh?
The Barstrom case. Auctioning those pictures was a good idea.
Yes. For the first time, he lost his head. Bidding high the way he did definitely tied him to the stolen pictures. It gave the British police a good circumstantial case.
I wonder if they could have made it stick.
You mean without Nina's evidence? I think so.
Well, what made her change her mind and start talking?
She had to identify her father's body. She broke down. She hated him while he was alive, but murdered.
So blood is thicker than water.
But just as easily spilled, Jean. Only more people would think of that.